How's your journey? Thanks for stopping by my channel, and I hope that you're having a good day. Today I want to, one of my subscribers wanted me to jump on and talk about this book. I bought this book from Hobby Lobby. I paid about $10 for the book, and I am loving it. I did know upon purchasing the book that it is the 40-day challenge done in that movie Fireproof. I did know that. And I purchased it, and I did try to get online. It says now with a free online marriage evaluation. And it says it's a #1 New York Times bestseller. I did try to get online, but this site would not load. So if you buy the book and you can get online and take it, then just let me know in the comments below, or DM me and let me know that you did take it so that I can maybe retry it. But I wanted to get online because I have read the first 4 what would be chapters, but they're called days. So the first day, and then I did read this. I did read this with my husband, or to my husband. But I do also want to let you know that you do not have to be married to enjoy the book and to learn and glean from the book. Because if you already, upon marriage or friendship or any kind of relationship that you enter in, if you already possess these attributes in this book, you are doing well, and you are years and years beyond some people that really did not have the training or the insight before entering into a relationship. And I'm not going to read the book, but I'm just going to tell you that the first day, I read the first 4 days, and the first day, the topic is love is patient. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. And this really challenged you to be patient. And it says love is built on 2 pillars that best define what it is. Those pillars are patience and kindness. All other characteristics of love are extensions of these 2 attributes, and that's where your dare will begin, with patience. So that was day 1, and it does give you a little journal after each one. Day 2 said love is kind, but kindness can feel a little generic when you try defining it, much less living it. So it goes down to break down kindness. And it says that kindness is gentleness, helpfulness, and willingness. It went on to even explain in the Bible what kindness is demonstrated as. And I found that to be very helpful. And it is to remind you to be patient with the person that you're in relationship with, and to be kind to the person that you're in relationship with. I always tell my children who are in customer service, it is not fair that you can go to some of the fast food restaurants and you can do what they pay you to do, but you come home to the people who put up with you on a regular basis, and you can't be as kind and as helpful to your own family or your own loved ones or your own sisters or your own brothers or your own husband or your own wife as you can be to people who have nothing to do with you, or who are only there because you're being paid to give them that service. What would the world be like if we went home and were as kind and patient with our loved ones than customer service representatives? You know, they pay you to be kind, but you come home and you're horrible. And you can see that when you're in the school systems, if you have children, if you have little sisters, little brothers, wherever you are, you can see the kind of home training people receive. When you're not paying them to be kind, a lot of people are not kind. If it's not the Christmas season, October, November, December, a little bit of January, and you're hot and you're bothered and you're impatient with the traffic and you're impatient with the weather and things of that nature, you can see where home training has come in and even developed a person's characteristics or hindered what the world needs from you. So day 3 says, love is not selfish. Regrettably, these selfish tendencies are ingrained into every person from birth. You can see it in the way young children act and often in the way adults use and misuse one another. Almost every sinful action can be traced back to selfish motives, and its dangers become painfully apparent once inside a marriage relationship. You cannot be selfish and have a good sibling relationship. You cannot be selfish and have a flourishing marriage. You cannot be selfish and go out into the workplace and be a good co-worker, even if you're selfish. And I say that because a lot of people are not married, but still need to maintain or ingrain these attributes that the world would be a better place if you had them and that you demonstrated them. So that was day 3. Marriage exposes our selfishness in living color. When a husband puts his interests, desires, and priorities ahead of his wife, he is flying a flag of his own selfishness. When a wife consistently complains about the time and energy she spends meeting the needs of her husband, she is reveling her selfishness. Well, that's a lot to be said. Whatever you put your time, energy, and money into will become more important to you. It's hard to care for something you are not investing in. Along with refraining from any negative comments, buy your spouse something that says, I was thinking of you today. That's the challenge of the day. So last but not least, the day that I have read is day number 4. And day number 4 says, love is thoughtful. How precious also are your thoughts to me. How vast is the sum of them. If I should count them, they would outnumber the sand. Psalms 139:17 and 18. And it just starts off by telling us love thinks. It's not a mindless feeling that rides on the waves of emotions and falls asleep mentally. It keeps busy in thought, knowing that loving thoughts precede loving actions. And I think that is a whole lot. That says a whole lot, that loving thoughts precede loving actions. So if you be thinking about it, if you're thinking about it, it's constantly on your mind how to be loving and how to show loving actions. And you will just, have a tendency to start doing loving things. And it makes you such a great friend. And marriage and relationships and things of that nature helps us develop friendships. It helps us develop lasting attributes that people want to be around. People want to be around loving people. People want to be around kind people. People want to be around patient people. Those are such attributes that every friend wish they had in another friend. You want someone to be patient with you. You want someone to love you. You want someone to be kind and speak nicely to you. It is nothing worse than being mistreated or being cursed at on a constant level. Can you imagine that this friendship is just full of being cursed at all day? No, love is thoughtful and love says nice things. So that is, as far as I've gotten in my book, is day 4. And I think that maybe 4 days at a time is enough to just jump back on here and give you a quick update as to how this book is changing my life. It is good. I do recommend this book. Even if you're not married, I want you to know that you don't have to be married to possess all of these wonderful, wonderful personality traits. You don't have to be married. You will turn out to be such a great friend and such a great sister, such a great confidant, and even such a great leader. If you're a leader in your community, if you're a leader in your church, if you're a leader in your school, even if you find yourself to be the head person in your clique of friends, if you kind of stand out, and if you stand out with these attributes, how wonderful of an example you will be if you are loving, kind, and patient. So that's what I gleaned from the first 4 days. I hope I have said something to encourage you to be loving, patient, and kind. I hope that I have. I hope that I have exemplified very well what the writer intended in the first 4 days. Thank you for stopping by my channel. If you would thumbs up the video, share the video, comment down below in the comment section below. And last but not least, if you've lasted this long, will you please subscribe to my channel? Thank you so much, and God bless you on your journey.